Hello.
Today, what are we talking about today?
How CAP has changed your life and impacted your life and just how you are a different person because of CAP.
Yeah. So how long have you been in CAP?
I have been in CAP for almost 5.5 years now.
And you are a...
I'm a cadet major, and my name is Furter.
Yeah, he was in our other video, so you probably remember him if you're a dedicated watcher. I've been in CAP almost 5 years, so not as long as him. And I'm currently a cadet lieutenant colonel. The first question, how have you changed since joining CAP?
So much. I was like a snarky, disobedient, sassy, angry little 12-year-old who would not listen to anyone, and I was very awkward, and like I would literally just join random conversations. Like two people would be talking and be like, "Hello, how are you?"
Did you
like
do that?
People, well, yes, but now I do it in a better way.
Oh.
And I was also like awkward 12-year-old, and it was like 16, 17-year-olds conversations I was joining, and they were all like, "Who are you? Please go away."
Yeah.
And so I became like an actual human being.
Oh.
I gained some discipline and self-control. Being
So
in front of
basically, like
crowds.
confidence, like understanding like people skills, and I think farther in, like after, like the first part is just like understanding yourself as a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
And then once you get there and you get the people skills and you get the leadership skills, and then from there it gets like, it just builds.
Yeah. Building, yeah, because I had pretty much zero leadership skills. I got that, and then understanding people and mentoring and all that stuff comes along, and I would not have any of that without CAP.
CAP is just a total package. I really just joined because I had nothing better to do. And then I kind of didn't know what I was doing. I kind of like floundered squadron-wise because my squadron was so active that I didn't really do anything in the wing. And then over the years it just really transitioned to wing things and like bigger things. And then like ATS was like a pivotal point of like, even though I was captain when I went, like that's really when I started thinking about it. Because before, like I knew like everyone said leadership skills, leadership abilities, and I had them. It's just I didn't comprehend or understand, like the switch hadn't been turned, and then like COS the week after was like, oh, that stuff you learned, here's the book behind it. And I was like, oh, okay, I understand when you're saying this, I can think of a scenario in my head and it works out. And then like as it goes on, like it became less of just like CAP as like a thing to do and more of a thing that I needed to do, like I love to do. And then like once friends came along, then CAP was just your life and you're sucked in forever. I mean,
it's so true. It's
yeah.
very, very true.
Do you feel more prepared for life because of CAP?
150%. CAP also like is probably going to be the main thing that gets me into college.
Yeah.
Because I mean I have other things, but like CAP is like a huge thing, especially since I want to do ROTC. Like that's like a huge boost. It's like, here you go, get into college. And then just like, yeah, life skills, the leadership things that I just never had, and then the discipline and the being able to handle stress is probably one of the biggest things that I got from CAP. Yeah, just overall interacting with people, especially adults, because that's something that you get from CAP that you don't really get as much in life, is being able to interact with adults in a professional sense, and kind of where they see you less as just like little kids and will kind of, oh, you mess up, that's fine, you're just a kid. And CAP, they don't, most of the senior members don't really take it that way, and if you mess it up, they understand that that's not okay for you. And it really prepares you a lot for working with adults, especially like in college and working with your professors, and if you ever want to study abroad or do internships and that kind of thing, being able to work with adults in professional ways where they do really expect a lot out of you, which most other programs that I know don't really do that. Like Boy Scouts, even JROTC, they just don't hold their cadets to that standard because that's just not how they operate.
Well, it's such a cadet like peer-to-peer, like we hold each other so accountable.
Did you want to join the military before CAP?
No, I had no idea. Oh, the military, like I knew it because like videos and stuff, and I like knew that the Air Force and Army and like the branches existed. But I didn't know, and we talked about this a little bit the other day, but like I didn't know what enlisting or commissioning or the words like OCS and like all of Maxwell Air Force Base and officership and how to get this and what this means and ROTC and all the different things. I had no idea what it meant. And here, like, it's not like there's have a class on it, but you're surrounded by so many people who want to go that way that most of your conversations, once you go like, what do you want to do with your life? They're like, I want to be an Air Force pilot. And you're like, oh, so does Josh. Like, it's just, you're in a very environment where that is the top.
Yeah, same. I didn't, and honestly, even for my first couple years of CAP, like, I was like, no, I'm good. And I just, like, was kind of in denial. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I kind of do actually at the end of the day. And so it came about that way as well.
Who have been your greatest mentors?
Probably the people at ATS.
Yeah.
All the ATS instructors
Me too. Same.
were nice. They're great. Probably my squadron TAC officer this past summer when I was a squadron commander.
Yeah.
I
don't know, because I think now it's a lot, like, it's always been Jamie. Because, like, we went to basic and camp together, so, like, she's always been someone who, like, I bounce ideas off of. And I think, like, when I was in, like, a squadron commander, like, the Squadron Commander Alliance, like, Payne and Jackson, like, those people really, like, I needed. And so Royce, like, the four of us need each other that encampment. And then, like, now, like, we need each other to, like, deal with BS.
Yeah.
So, like, right now, like, if I need something or advice, it's you, Jackson, and Jamie.
Yeah. But I don't almost consider that mentors, because I don't know, just to me,
But
mentors, it's like people,
that's like peer, like,
yeah, it's like peer mentors. But I feel like I never had any, like, cadets who were above me that were really, like, great mentors for me.
well, I remember, like, at basic encampment, I saw, like, diamonds walking around, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Diamonds scared the hell out of me.
They still do. I'm still so scared.
Okay, next one.
What experience have shaped you the most? This one, I think we're gonna have the exact same answer.
ATS.
Yes.
COS.
Yes. IACE.
And then probably, yeah, you for IACE.
Yeah.
I haven't been yet. And then probably staffing this past summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just a very eye-opening experience, and it was very different from all my other staffing. Because it's like the highest I've ever been, and like it was a lot more with senior members and a lot more with the drama and all that stuff, and I just hadn't been really in that as much before. Because
Yeah.
I'd been flight commander, and then I jumped to squadron commander, and I was like, this is the whole new level.
Whole new level. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, ATS, COS, and then that. And then probably just my year as cadet commander. And having to, like, balance that and work with everything and deal with drama among my staff people and coordinate everything, and it was just a lot was on me.
How do you think your life would be without CAP?
I would probably be still incredibly involved in theater.
Yeah.
I know that. I would probably... Because I did theater up until, like, pretty much into my first year and a half of high school. But once I started high school, it was a lot less. But I think if I hadn't joined CAP, I would have been a lot more involved in that and wouldn't have ever really dropped it. And I probably would have kept going that. I would probably be more involved than I am currently in dancing. And I feel like I probably would just have dived into all my other extracurriculars. But I would probably have still picked the same career, but like career route would probably be completely different.
Air Force.
I definitely wouldn't be thinking about joining the Air Force. Yeah, that whole... And I feel like I would just be an incredibly different person.
Well, and like me, I'd probably like... CAP is really, like, you have your extra things, but like CAP is pretty much it. For me, like, I have school and church, and that's pretty much it. So I think I would have found something else. What that means is kind of, I have no idea, but I know I won't be anywhere near the same, like, person, because CAP makes you think, and like...
It changes your whole mindset and attitude and just
and that's like
your
the best
personality.
part.
Yeah, I'm so different.
Well, I love that, like, one of the things it taught us is, like, how to just plain out think.
Yeah.
Because, like, we can look at someone and, like, analyze their behavior, or, like, instead of just thinking, like, I don't really like this person, I can't believe this, we don't think, like, I don't like this person because they did this. It's like, they did this, but they did it because of this reason, or this is the, like, the cause and effect of it, and their personality. Like, we can look at a person and go, well, this person has been great in encampments now, but they haven't always been, and they had this person who impacted their life at this point, and this activity at this point, and so you can see the progression of people and understand ebb and flow and like how people
You're just
work.
such a more aware and understanding person, and you don't look just at the surface, and you can go a lot deeper,
Yeah.
a lot more easily.
how do you feel that you have been impacted other people through CAP?
I would like to think that I've impacted a lot of people. I don't know how much, but I know like a lot of people at my squadron. I've mentored the person who took over from me as cadet commander. A lot of the people who are on the exec staff for my squadron now. Like I really think that I have changed them as people, and hopefully for the better. We'll see what happens in 10 years. And I feel like I've given them a lot. And then, like, when I was squadron commander, the people under me, and when I was flight commander, all of my flight sergeants and those people, and when I was a flight commander, I would like to think that I did a lot for my basics, and I did really help them and push them and help them get on through CAP, and a lot of them have come back to staff, and I've seen at other activities and things. So it makes me excited, and I would like to think that I had a part in that. I don't know exactly how much, but I do feel like I have impacted their lives. And even like other staff members at encampments, and just maybe not even like directly just helping them with things, just like being around them and seeing me and the way I do things, and kind of opening people's eyes in different ways, and helping people relax and that kind of thing.
Like, we've done so many CTAPs, we've done so many encampments that I feel like just one CTAP, like I feel like one person, like I meet someone new and we just like, I like you. And like, that's kind of like with David, like we haven't done that much together, but it's just like, we got you. Like, and there's just so many people who have like come in and out, and I feel like that one activity, and I was just like, you may never come back to CAP, but I feel like I did something in your life this weekend, or I hope that I did. And I always tell like my students, is like the best thing that can ever happen to you, and I've talked about this on this channel before, is when someone comes up to you and thanks you, because it just justifies, or you know that all your hard work that you poured into that person actually did something. And I think that is something so incredible, because we can sit here and say, I think I impacted this person, list off names, but whether we actually did or not, we have to wait those 10 years.
Yeah.
Or to see how you actually are affected by that.
Yeah. There have been so many times where people have come up, and it's just like when they actually say something like, thank you, I've learned so much, then you're just like, you just feel amazing at that time. It's probably the greatest feeling ever. Which is why sometimes like I miss being a little bit lower in CAP. Because you don't get to like all the new people and the basics and the airmen, like you don't get to really interact as much with those people. And I love like helping staff people and working with them, but it's almost, I would say, like not easier, but it's like a faster and like quicker turnaround, and they're a little bit more moldable.
It's something taking like a new person who knows zero and taking them to like 60 or 70%, and they're just like, oh my goodness. And you're with them all day, every day, and they know exactly your personality and how you think and all of it, and it's so cool. It's so great.
CAP's awesome.
Join CAP.
Join CAP. If you're watching this video and you are not in CAP.
Thanks guys for watching. Thank you, Sean, for talking. If you want to see another video with Sean or someone else, leave a comment below and let us know what you want us to do, because it took us a long time to think about talking about this. So leave it down below, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Bye. Woo! We made a video. Yeah! Join CAP. Also, I just realized we've said CAP or CAP the whole time. For those of you just joining us, that is Civil Air Patrol.
I think they got that.
I did that. I don't know who watches your channel.